And this is Kipedwidie showing you how to play Naruto-Arena. Now this is an online game where you get to do missions to unlock characters and play against people online using a custom team. This is the default team: Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke. But that isn't a very good team, and I'll show you why during this tutorial. Good teams will have, like, every ability has different kinds of colors. The blue, see the green and the blue. The black means you can use any color. There are 4 colors: green, blue, red, and white. Taijutsu, ninjutsu, bloodline, and genjutsu. So Sasuke uses taijutsu and ninjutsu, and then any color you want. Sakura uses taijutsu and ninjutsu, then any color you want. And then Naruto has random, taijutsu, ninjutsu, and random. Now, like over here, Kiba, he has random, taijutsu and bloodline, and taijutsu. Shino is all bloodline, and so forth. This is genjutsu. So a good team setup would be Kiba. This is a team that I would use. I would go Kiba, Tamari, and why not Rock Lee? No, not Rock Lee. No, I'm sorry, my bad. We need a genjutsu user, so let's go with Ino. So I'm not going to start a ladder game. Ladder games will help you with your missions and help you level up. The quick games are to test out teams. Private games are to find your friend that you're specifically looking for and just fight them. These two will not be able to be used to work on missions or level up. Only the ladder games will. So I'm going to start a quick game just to show you how this works so I don't affect my experience. See here, you take turns using abilities, and so the person that goes first doesn't have a advantage. He only gets 1 chakra. So my enemy team has Zabuza, Crucial Sasuke, which you will be unable to unlock, and Seikon, which you will be able to unlock. So I'm going to use the summoning quick beheading dance with Tamari, and that requires a ninjutsu and 2 random. And the second player gets 3. So you take turns getting 3 each, but the first player that goes first gets 1. So now, because I have random, I get to choose which 2 I want to get rid of. And the only 2 I can. So I just did damage to my opponent's team, and their health bar went down. You take turns hitting each other like this. So my opponent takes his turn, and this turn he will probably have 4 chakra, and he will be able to hit me back. Now, most damaging abilities, it depends on how long they do. Like, Tamari has a good thing because her first one does 20 damage and makes her invulnerable. Her second one makes her whole team invulnerable and makes the whole enemy team do half damage. and then the one you just saw does 35 damage to the entire team. So he just hit me with the waterfall technique, and that will do 10 damage to my characters and stun me. And then he used Kurseo Sasuke's Gokaki no Jutsu, his Fireball Jutsu, and it did 20 damage, and then if I use a skill, I will take an extra 10. And because I was stunned, because of the Waterfall Jutsu, I can't do anything this turn. So next turn, I will have 6 chakra instead of 3 because I didn't use any this turn. Any chakra you don't use, you get to keep. So this one will hit the entire team to do 15 damage, and then this one will stun the original target and do 25 damage to a random target. And then each person at the very end will have a skill that makes them invulnerable, which means that they can't be targeted. And since the only ability that I need Bloodline for is that ability, and I just used it, I don't need the Bloodline. So the chakra comes into play to where whatever you need to save up. Like she uses Genjutsu. So if I wanted to use something, I would have to use Genjutsu. So if I had 3 ninjutsu, 2 taijutsu, and a bloodline, and I've already got this in play, but I need to get rid of one random, then I would get rid of the bloodline because it has no more use anymore. No, let's not use it on him. Let's use it on Zabuza and finish him off. The reason why I chose Zabuza is because with that hit and miss, he was reducing damage and making one of his abilities stronger. So now I have 60 health, 30 health, and 90 health. He has 35 and 35, and they will be taking 15 damage a turn. And he just surrendered. And if you want to see your quick games or private games, they can be found in your profile. And like I said, you can surrender if all else seems hopeless. Now, missions. For missions, you come right here to Ninja Missions on the main page. Just to get to where I was just at, you go right here to the Start Playing. But to get to the missions, you come here to Ninja Missions. Okay, there are different ranks of missions. The farther down you go, the higher rank you need to be. Except for the Shippuden missions, that has all of the missions for Shippuden characters, such as Naruto Shippuden, Gaara Shippuden, Kakashi Shippuden. The S rank, A rank, B rank, D and C rank. Since you're going to start out as an academy student and work your way up, you want to start at D and C. Now, the only mission you can do at your level when you first start out is Sasuke's Quest for Power. So you click on there, and the mission goals: win 12 battles with Uchiha Sasuke versus any Konoha ninja. So you would come over here, and you would pick Sasuke to use as your team. Then you would pick 2 other characters. Doesn't matter who, but you might not want to pick someone that uses taijutsu or ninjutsu because he uses it, and the more people that you have that uses the same thing, the less chance you have of being able to use abilities on that person. And once you win those 12 battles, you will be rewarded with completing that mission. And then after completing that mission, you can move on to do the next missions that require things. Like the search for Jirobu, the search for Kidomaru, the search for Tayuya, and the search for Seikon. And the more missions you complete, the more missions you can unlock. Like this. Rank. It requires to be at least tuning, and it requires to be this mission done, Descent into Darkness, which gives that mission gives you Crucio Sasuke. So all the missions work together. So after you finish with DRC rank missions and you want to move on to harder and higher ranked missions, you just come back to ninja missions, and then you go on to the B rank missions. B rank are assigned to experienced ninja, like missing nin, the stronger missing nin, such as Kidomaru. The A rank missions would be team leaders. The S rank missions would be something like the Three Sounding of the Leaf, Naruto Sage Mode. The A rank missions would also get you some Akatsuki. Now the Shippuden missions gets you all the Shippuden characters. So you would just work on, most missions require certain people, and you would just get those certain people and you would try to win on the ladder game in order to continue. Well, that's a tutorial on Naruto-Arena, and I hope you enjoyed. Have fun.